Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video. This is another how-to tutorial and this time we're going to be making gift tags. Gift tags are just a small piece of cardstock, but to me they really add a personal touch to any gifts which I'm making and even my small business packaging. Okay, so let's get started by gathering our supplies. The first thing we would need is a sheet of cardstock paper. The one I'm using is 360 GSM, so it's pretty thick and durable. It also has some kind of texture, but it's generally very soft and pleasant. In order to create that holographic effect, I'm using the self-adhesive holographic paper, which I'm going to paste over my cardstock. I will be printing on my self-adhesive paper, so for that I'm using the Canon inkjet printer. The Crop-a-dile tool is optional if you are planning to install eyelets in your gift tags. Alright, so let's get started by creating the design for our gift tags. Since I want them to be fun and cute, I'm planning to use the back to school pattern which I have created. I'm going to link it down below so that you can use it for your personal projects. Click F on your keyboard and select the A4 format for your frame. This is the exact size of the self-adhesive paper I'm planning to use for this project. Drag and drop the square with the pattern which you're planning to use. You can choose whatever the color you like. I am personally a fan of this one. Under the fill option, click image and then choose the tile from the drop-down menu. This way you will be able to rescale your pattern. In our case, I want my individual elements to be quite small so that they fit on our small gift tag. So I'm going to reduce it to around 4%. And then I will simply drag the pattern over our frame so that it fits into it. If you feel like the pattern is too big, you can go and click the image once again and adjust the pattern size. As mentioned, around 4% will be good for our project. After that, select the frame and export it in PDF format. PDF is going to give us the highest quality possible and it will be easy to print out. Open the file on your computer and double check whether the size corresponds to your needs. If everything is okay, you can proceed to printing out your pattern on the self-adhesive holographic paper. As for me, I'm always choosing the A4 borderless type of printing, the highest quality possible, as well as the photo paper. One of the advantages of the inkjet printers is that they won't have any issues printing over the holographic or any type of photo paper. Do not worry if your printer does not have the borderless printing option, just print it out as the simple A4 and then cut off the white edges. As you can see, the printed out pattern is quite vibrant and this holographic effect really adds to it. Okay, so let us grab the cardstock paper right now and we're going to paste our pattern over the white sheet of cardstock paper. In order to avoid the air bubbles, I'm going to create this kind of sticky edge and I'm going to stick it to my cardstock. So just like that, and I'm going to stick it to one edge and then another one. And then step by step, I'm going to stick the self-adhesive sheet to my cardstock using the scraper tool. I have realized that the smoother the cardstock is, the better the self-adhesive paper will stick to it. If there's just a little bit of the texture, like in my case, that's also fine, but I personally do not recommend using a very textury, rough cardstock because you might face issues during cutting. So this is how it's going to look like. One side is going to be glossy, holographic pattern side, and another one is going to be cardstock white, so that you can actually write over it. Let's now open the Cricut design space in order to create our cut files. I think this pen shape will be quite interesting for our gift tags, so I'm going to reduce the size to 4 by 6 centimeters and I will turn the shape by 180 degrees. The next step would be to create a hole on top of our gift tag so that we can put a ribbon through it. You can do that with a hole puncher after you have already cut out the gift tag. I'm personally doing that in Cricut directly. So in order to precisely position the hole on the gift tag, I'm going to align the shape on the grid in Cricut Design Space so that it actually is kind of centered. And then I'm going to go back to the shapes and choose circle. You can of course be unique and choose a star or a heart, whatever you like. Let us then resize the circle to the size we want. I'm going to choose around 0.44 centimeters. This is going to be a perfect size in order to install my eyelets. By using the Cricut grid, I have positioned my circle roughly on the top of my gift tag. In order to, so to say, punch a hole on top of our gift tag, we're going to select both shapes, so the pennant and the circle shape, and click Slice in the bottom right corner of the Cricut Design Space. We're then going to hide both circles and we will end up with a slice result, which is the actual gift tag with the eyelet on top of it. I will then position my cut file on top of my canvas and click Command D in order to duplicate it around 4 times. So this is exactly the number of gift tags I would like to create. Since I want to experiment with the shapes of my gift tags, I would like to create another one. So let's go back to shapes and choose this oval. So the exact same procedure, we're going to resize it first to around 4 by 6 centimeters. Then we're going to punch a hole on top of it and duplicate it a certain number of times. So after I'm happy with my cut files, I'm going to select them all and click Attach so they are not moved around the canvas when cutting. Click the green Make It button and proceed to choosing the cut settings. Since I'm planning to tape my material to the Cricut mat in order to prevent it from moving around, I would highly recommend to move your cut files down a little bit so that you have some spare space for the actual tape. Since the material we're using is quite thick, I recommend choosing the light chipboard setting with more pressure. So let us stick our material to the Cricut mat. Since my Cricut mat is not that sticky anymore and I'm planning to refresh it sometime soon, I'm going to be using the transparent tape over it so that it doesn't move during the cutting. When cutting through the thicker material, your Cricut Design Space will encourage you to move the star wheels to the side, so this is exactly what we're going to do. And after that, we're going to load our mat with the material on it. And now sit back, relax, and let your Cricut do the hard work. Let's unload the mat and unstick our gift tags. Since I haven't used up all of my material, I obviously don't want it to go to waste, so I'm going to cut off the spare part and I'm going to use it later on for the bookmark project. As you can see, I already have a lot of bookmarks which I've made from the leftovers from different projects, and it's also a cute and fun way to use your material. So I will insert the eyelet into the hole which was cut out, and then using the instructions on top of my Crop-a-dile tool, I will insert it into it. And then I will use both hands to set the eyelet. Since I'm not using the washers with my eyelets, this is how it looks like on the back of it. Let's choose another one, this time the white eyelet. We will do the same thing. Make sure you are not setting it upside down, and then using both or one hand, set the eyelet into your gift tag. And the gift tags are done. Let us see how they serve their purpose when packaging a gift. And here's the final result. I'm really happy with how they turned out. Please make sure you leave the comment and share how your gift tags turned out, or you can just send the photo to my email address. If you like this type of content, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye!